This didn't take too long ever since we had the campaign playable, and now the online modes of Ace Combat Infinity are playable on PC. That is the co-op missions including the raids, team deathmatch, naval fleet assault, and ring battle. It is all working and without the limitation of fuse system. Now you can add as much as you want thanks to a save editor. You can play this online with other people, unlock the aircraft tree as you play the game, and also create your sets. All that stuff the game had. And in this video, I'll show you how you can set this up and start playing Ace Combat Infinity online in 2026. If you are planning to buy on Amazon, please use my affiliate link below in the description. Any product on the website will count and you will be directly supporting the channel. First thing we need is the Operation Eternal Liberation setup file, which is available here in this page of GitHub, and under Assets, the latest version, you're going to click on OP Eternal Setup. Click on the name to download to your PC. When you have the file, you simply have to double click on it to open. When this setup window shows up, you just click on Next and then Install and let it do its thing. When that's over, you can delete the original file. Not gonna need this anymore. Now double click on the folder that shows up and then you're going to click on Play Operation Eternal Liberation. When you do that, it's going to install the files we need for this to work, so you just have to wait until it does everything. When that's over, this launcher window will show up for you. And we're going to start by installing the PS3 firmware, in which we can get on the official Sony website, which is this page right here. You're going to scroll down a little bit, and where it says Update Using a Computer, click on that. Then you're going to click on the Download PS3 Update. If clicking on this doesn't work, then you're going to right-click on the button, select Copy Link Address, and you're going to paste that in your search bar. Now just press enter and it will download. And you're going to download this to the same Eternal Liberation folder. Now the file is right here and we're going to open the emulator to install this. So you're going to double click on the app folder, RPCS3 folder, then you're going to double click on the RPCS3 application. When this window shows up, click on I have read the quick start guide, also disable show at startup, and then click on continue. Then the emulator will open. And in here, you're going to click on File and then Install Firmware. Now you just navigate to the location where the firmware file is. If the file doesn't show up, then right here on the bottom right side where it says PS3 Update, click on this and change to All Files. Then it should appear as such. Double click on it and let the emulator install it. Next, we're going to install the game, that is the PKG and the RAP file for the game. If you still have the campaign build of this project, we can just grab the game files from there and move it here. But I'm also going to show you how to install this if you haven't done that yet. So here in the online build, you're going to open the app folder again, RPCS3 folder, then double click on Portable. For moving the PKG file of the game, you're going to double click on the dev HDD0 folder, double click on Game, and this is where you're going to move the folder. So now you just have to navigate to the same location, but on your campaign build of the game. Dev HDD0, Game, and this is the folder of Ace Combat Infinity, which has the serial code of the game that shows up on the emulator. This serial code right here. Now you just right click on it, select copy, and in the online build, right click and paste. Or you can just move the folder if you want to. For the RAP file of the game, the location is dev HDD0, home, the folder with the numbers, ex data, and there you go. This is where you're going to move that. Same location in the campaign build, home, ex data, and there we have the RAP. Copy that to the online build. If you had the emulator open while doing all of this, just click on refresh and the game should appear. If you didn't play the campaign build, but you already have the PKG and the RAP file of the game, you're going to install this by heading on the emulator, click on File, Install Packages. Navigate to the location where they are, and you can just select both of them and then press Enter. In this PKG installation window, just simply click on Install and wait for it to finish. Click OK, and the game should appear, but we're gonna need to update to version 2.11. To do this, we're gonna use this program, Rusty PSN, and in this page, under Assets, click on the one that says Rusty PSN Windows Zip. You can download this to anywhere on your PC. So you're going to extract Rusty PSN, right click on it, extract all, extract, delete the original file, double click on the folder, and inside a single application, double click on that. This is the program, and the first thing we're gonna do here is change the download location of the updates. So click here on the little gear. In the settings window, click on Pick Folder. You can download the updates to anywhere on your PC, but in my case, I'm gonna download them to the Eternal Liberation folder. So you're going to right click anywhere on the folder, click on New, and select Folder. You can name this whatever you want. I'm just gonna call it Updates. Now, highlight the folder by clicking on it, and then at the bottom right, click on Select Folder. It should take you back. Now you just click on Save Settings. And to download the patches, we need the serial code of the game, which is the one that I just showed you. So you can just right click on the game, go to Copy Info, Copy Serial. Go back to Rusty PSN, click on it, Ctrl V, and search for updates. And you're going to download all the updates that show up in here. So you can just click on the Download All option. When it's done, you can close Rusty PSN. Back in RPCS3, click on File, Install Packages. Locate the updates folder, double click on the folder, and now just select everything in here and press Enter. It should list all the updates in order. Now you just click on Install and wait for this to finish. And your game should be on version 2.11 now. The last thing missing are the TSS files. And for that, here on the launcher, you're gonna head over to Settings, and you're going to paste the URL to download them. For this part, you're gonna need to check the Infinity Revival Discord server, which I'll link below. Then you're going to click on Save Settings, go back to TSS Files tab, and click on Download Missing, and wait for it to download. When that's over, they should now all be checked. When you go back to play, we're ready. Now, if you head over to the Saves tab, this is where we can use the Save Editor for this. But in order to do this, first you need to launch the game first and get to the main menu. That is where the game saves your progress. So in the Play tab, you're going to click on Launch to start the emulator. And first, you're going to configure your controller so that you can press the buttons and get to the main menu, of course. And this emulator supports pretty much all the controllers out there, PlayStation, Xbox, and even third-party controllers. So if you don't have your controller plugged in, go ahead and do that right now. Once that's connected, click on Pads. When this shows up, below Handlers, click on Keyboard. If you have an official PlayStation controller, you just have to select the one that you have here, DualShock 3, 4, or DualSense. If you have an Xbox controller or a third-party controller, you're gonna select either X input or SDL. Most of the time, X input works just as fine, which is the case for me right here. But if you don't see the devices showing up here and the controller already configured, then come back and select SDL and see if that works. And the emulator will do the automatic mapping for you. You don't have to change anything unless you want to. If that's the case, click on Save, and now you're going to click on the RPCN button. Like I said, if you already have an account, you're going to click on the Account button, select Edit Account, and then you're going to put here your username, password, and token. And then you're going to hit Save. If you don't have an account, then you're going to click here on Create Account. And you can just select a username that you want to use. It can be anything. And then you're going to hit OK, type in your password. In here, make sure that you type your actual email address because you're going to receive a token code that is required for this to work as well. Click on OK, and this window will show up saying that you have created your account, but you need the token code on your email to activate your account. So head over to your email inbox and you're gonna receive a message exactly like this one that says your token for RPCN and then the code right here. So obviously you're gonna copy your code as such and paste your token right here and then select OK. Now the username that you have created is going to show up right here. So lastly, just click here on test account to make sure that everything worked fine. And there you go. You're going to see this message here saying your account is valid. Now double click on the game to start. When you get to the main menu, you can close the emulator. And what you're going to do here is click on read from files so that it shows up what you have in game. They come up with a way to give you unlimited supplied fuel in the game without having to do anything. But just like in the original game, using the stocked fuel gives you bonus research points and credits as well after you complete a mission. So you can just type here a bunch of 9s, but after you complete a mission, this goes down to 100,000 stocked fuel. That is the limit of this game. So don't worry if that happens. Now you just click on Write to Files and OK. Now you just open the game again and you can start playing it. I have many tutorial videos like this on the channel, so if you like what you saw, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, leave a like on this video, and check out my other content. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.